So I'm enjoying my 2 weeks off, but I never enjoyed a holiday like the Demons used to enjoy their holidays, their end-of-season trips. Ox, that episode when you just gave us a glimpse of what you boys were up to was just magnificent.
A few of the boys have actually contacted me about that. I can't make any more comments. I'll leave it there.
Righto. Well, don't get on the group chat anytime soon. Push the button.
Red means go.
Red means we're recording.
Yeah,
so
red means go in Radio Land, which is a bit odd, isn't it?
Yeah,
it should be green.
Actually, that's a good point.
It's exactly right. I've been saying this for years and years and years.
But so remember when we were on air?
Yeah.
Remember when we used to rate really high? Anyway, so back then there used to be an on-air sign that would come up and it was in red.
Red.
Why wouldn't it be in green?
It always are. I don't know. It's actually, I've never thought about it. That's a good point now you raise it.
Yeah. I've got another first world problem, by the way.
Oh, really?
Oh, wait, hang on. Play the intro.
Every year of every day, thousands of people fall victim to FWP.
First world problems.
There we go. My temper bed that Jason Nicholas hooked up for
Here
me.
we go. This is a $13,000 bed, folks. Like, it's got more remote controls. It vibrates. In fact, if you get out of bed and you haven't had a great night's sleep and a massage and a happy ending, you haven't had a good night.
The foot massage by itself is just incredible.
Well, wait, hang on. A bed that
I'm not joking.
massages your foot.
Yeah, I've got a foot.
No, it massages every part of your body, Dan.
Foot massaging bed.
When I say if you get out of bed and you haven't had a good night's sleep, there is something wrong.
Wow.
You know what happened? Temper found out I was a bit crook and gave it to me because they thought it was going to be my deathbed, and I lived. I'm still here.
Sucked in, Temper.
Oh, Jason Nicholas at Temper, you have been sucked in.
You've just been rolled.
It is a magnificent bed. Anyway, the rotten thing's out of sync at the moment.
What?
Well, we don't have a control for both sides. It both either goes up or both goes down.
So mind you, folks, I've got to let you know this, that it's so if you put the massage on, you can massage a part of the bed or the whole bed.
Yeah.
Like
Just a head massage,
the head
you can just get the head
or
done.
just the lower back. It has got some serious tricks.
Because he got one too.
I got one too. Right. I wasn't dying, but I paid full retail.
Yeah, he did.
No, I didn't pay full retail.
Well, almost.
I got a very good
You got a
discount.
good deal. You got a good deal.
So
10%.
what do they cost? If I walk off the street, what are you looking at?
13 grand the top of the range.
Yeah, but you can get a good one for it. It's $5,000 worth of happiness. It's just.
You spend 8 hours a night. So a third of your life will be in the bed.
Anyway, so we're watching, and Trisha's reading something, and she hasn't got the bed up.
Not 50 Shades of Grey again.
No.
Remember when she got into that?
Yeah, that was a joke.
Gee whiz. Marko's life went 360. 50 Shades of Grey came out. Marko came in Hugh Hefner with a gown on, smoking a cigar.
I needed what Billy Brownless had to put on the boy?
Stirrups.
I almost had to. I was going to give you a call. No, I'm joking, darling. If you happen to find out about this, I'm joking. Anyway, so she's reading the book. I want to watch TV. And I push the back, to lift
it up, yep.
so you can watch TV in bed. It's out of sync by about a centimetre.
Oh, no.
Sorry, about a second. It's out of sync. So I go up, and I thought, it's busted. And then Trish goes, it's just so stupid.
So did you get it sorted?
Well, I think you actually need to get someone who knows what they're doing to get it sorted.
No,
they're still working pretty well.
You got to restart it. Hey, talking about beds and that sort of stuff, you know you're getting older, right?
Yeah.
So I book a lot of golf trips and a lot of trips, getaways, and that's just part of who I am and what I want to do.
Mate, you enjoy life. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't feel like you have to explain yourself.
I don't.
For enjoying this wonderful world that we all live in.
I am not giving any excuses. I do it, and I do it with aplomb. And I'm very high up in the hierarchy of organisations.
Yeah.
Right? So I do all the organising for our groups.
So you're the best bloke to have on team.
So I do it, but my attention to detail is not great, but I can get a deal done and I can make sure I get a run sheet pretty organised.
I can attest to that. Some of our trips to America at the Masters, you were pulling your weight handsomely.
Yeah. So, but there is one thing that has happened in the last 2 years that there is no coming back from.
What's that?
To do with trips.
To do with trips and to do with beds.
Oh, okay.
Going forward from now on and for every day on, it is single brooms, 4 people.
Single
rooms.
Single rooms. So you are in a room by yourself.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There is no shared accommodations anymore. So when you walk into a motel, even if it's the Taj Mahal of a room, but there is 2 beds in that room, it is a no-go.
Yep.
Now,
So
what's
the
brought this on? What's happened?
Farting, snoring, farting and snoring in particular, because the older you get, the worse you snore.
That's right.
And the worse you smell.
Yes.
All right. And there has been multiple complaints lodged to the tribunal, and there will be no more rooming together from the next trip onwards. There is no one. There is no. Even if they're best mates, almost even if they're lovers.
Yeah.
A couple of my mates, even if they're lovers,
Really?
they will not be rooming together. That is to the
Well,
level
just the
that we're
farting and burping and general old man style happenings.
calling of the
done.
missus, walking around in jocks, just all that sort of stuff. I think once you get to 55, over your 50s, you're set in your ways. You're not going to change.
You touched on something that's dear to my heart.
farting.
No. Jesus, Dan.
What?
When you're with another man and you're on a trip and they have that conversation with their wife and kids in your face, I almost feel like getting a bat of some kind and giving them a big whack. It is disgusting. Just leave the room. All the niceness. Oh, what happened at school today? No. Mate, I'm
please.
right here.
And we're on
Piss off.
And we're on a golf trip. Can
God, go outside, you selfish human being.
Now I've been on radio with you for 15 years, Mark.
That's
haven't I?
right.
Have you ever once heard me talk about Melbourne footy trips?
No.
I'm about to tell you something
Oh, here we go.
from a Melbourne footy trip that I've never told.
Not on air anyway.
Hang on. Is this
could
kind
be
of silence or not? No, it's okay.
No, this is Kane. Put the cane down, please.
Jesus. Daryl.
Good point. All right, so we're in the cane.
Hey, Daryl, this cone needs a dust.
Yeah,
Have a look at it.
it is.
It's a filthy mess.
I wonder why. I don't know how, because we are in it quite often.
Right.
So we play drinking games, as you can imagine.
Beer pong?
No, beer pong wasn't kind of around back then.
Okay.
So we had our own drinking games. One of the drinking games that we had was you would get up. We had the monkey committee. So this is kind of, I'm glad we're in the cane.
Is that the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil?
Very
committee?
similar. So we had 3 wise monkeys.
Right.
And they adjudicated over all the happenings within the group.
So just to be clear, this is a Melbourne Demons footy trip.
Yeah, let's just say it was Gary Lyon, Todd Viney and Brett Lovett. Just say they were the 3 monkeys. Just say hypothetically on this one trip they were the 3 monkeys. And you would all come in, circle up at 6 o'clock in the evening and we'd have a happy hour. So we'd all get in there and then penalties would be awarded.
Right.
For the rookies on the trip, they didn't know this, but the very first night, you would always get up and say, all right, if you've spoken to your loved one on the phone, stand up.
Nice.
And it'd be 3 Guinnesses, 3 cans of Guinness.
What, you had to drink?
Bang. You
What,
had to scull.
what was the time limit?
You had to scull it.
Half an hour.
No, scull, one after another.
3 cans of beer?
3 cans of Guinness.
No wonder nothing's ever gone wrong on a footy trip.
So that's so day 2.
Please.
So day 2, same thing. So these rookies wouldn't so if you'd done it, if you'd already owned up the first one, do you reckon, how many people do you reckon would get to the end of the footy trip without speaking to their partner?
Thousands.
Oh,
No, none. They'd do it in secret. They'd learn their lesson.
Can't lie.
You can't lie.
If you get caught lying, it's another 6, so you're not going to get caught lying.
It's a footy trip. You lie from go to woe.
how long was the trip?
A week.
A week without calling your wife or your girlfriend. Gee, she'd be in big trouble at home.
Yeah.
Big trouble.
Yeah. Only the players over the age of 27, only the players over the age of 27 didn't speak to their partners.
Didn't?
No.
That's a disgrace.
No, because they were clever. And they wanted to get away from their partner.
Yeah, okay.
So it was a kind of a bit of a separation. The young kids are in love.
Oh.
They have to speak to their partners, so you know they're gonna cop it.
Well, they do. Send a telegram or something.
No, SMS. No, we had phones back then.
Okay.
It wasn't that long ago. But the moral of the story is, when you go away, Marko, to your point, you're away with the boys. You spend time with the boys.
Yeah.
And if you are going to socialise with your missus on the phone or whatever, Do it in your own time.
That's it.
Not in front of your mates.
They do it. They do it like it's almost their bragging
Oh,
how
yeah.
good a husband or how good a boyfriend they are.
Yeah.
Cone up, Daz. Cone up, Daz.
Turn up.
Cone up.
I couldn't give a rat's ass.
I've seen you travel to Augusta.
Yeah.
I've seen you travel in America, and you don't call Trish that often unless your credit card gets stolen or you can't find your luggage. Is that true?
That's the only time.
So she doesn't expect you'll call and just say good day and how was your day and just check in.
No, because if you start doing that, Dan, they expect it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's every 4 or 5 days.
I'm going to teach you one thing.
Every 4 or 5.
I'm going to teach you one thing about marriage. Keep the expectations low and over-deliver.
That's it.
I'm telling you now, when I've been on trips, if I've been away for a week or for 2 weeks at a time, which I have done, if I didn't check in with Jay every maybe at most every second day, I'd be axe-murdered in my sleep.
Listen, let me tell you this. Jay doesn't want to hear from you every day, mate.
She doesn't. She doesn't.
I'm not that interested.
I'll be honest with you. Jay's actually told us this. She has actually said, what about when Dan goes away? He doesn't leave me alone.
She wants a holiday from you, mate. So do we.
So one room per person from now on
that's
going
good. Clever.
Totally fine.
That is good. That is good. The other thing too I noticed with all these trips that we're booking, the trophies and the T-shirts and the hats are coming back in, like a group thing.
I love the T-shirt you're wearing today, by the way.
What's that one?
Well,
the
it says
Golffather.
the Golffather, and it kind of looks like it's in the Godfather, what do you call it?
Silhouette.
Font?
Silhouette or whatever it is, yep.
Yeah, it's I like it. It's good too.
We'll make a pick on the socials. That's a very good
So
shirt.
I found this
Have you
website.
been doing some curls lately?
Yeah, I have.
They look good.
I found this website called Temu, T-E-M-U.
Oh, this is where you got your muscle shirt.
So the muscle shirt. Be fair to say, I could be in their top 10 or 15 purchases going forward.
Can I tell you this? I've been on Temu lately.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
But you know, I got 3 golf towels. But Temu do the greatest golf towel in the whole world.
I brought 3 yabby nets the other day. They were $4.97
In
each.
Temu.
Yep.
Selling yabby nets.
Yabby net. Temu sell everything. I also bought a gold chain. Actually,
Why did you buy a gold chain?
Because it looked good.
Do you have a Mr. T party
No,
coming up or something?
It's got an S on it. So now that comes to golf, and if you win the day, you've won the money.
Hang on a second. I know you well. Now, I reckon that S isn't for Schwartz. It's for Superman! I know it!
So they don't know that. I haven't told the boys that
Oh, you got problems.
yet. I've got to find this photo. But there's a great photo of this chain.
Well, while you find the photo, what's
Yeah.
the website? How do you spell it?
T-E-M-U.
There's an app. Don't even worry about the
Yeah,
website.
just get the app.
Get the app. And, you know, just quickly, I know a lot of people play golf who listen to this. These golf towels that are too big to go through the little towel hole on every single bag, people don't know what that towel hole is for because it's too small. So, you know what I did? I got a gym towel. It's really, really long. It's thin. It's like it's almost like the towels that you would find on a bar table.
Yeah.
And you put one end through the towel hole, the other end goes on top of the irons.
Yeah.
And
Perfect.
you never lose your towel. You don't have these, you know, these stupid golf towels. They've got little hooks or they've got
Yeah.
a hole in it and all that kind of stuff. Who uses that?
I got Nike Air Jordan pitch repairers.
From Temu.
Yeah, and I got naked lady tees.
From Caddyshack.
Yep, I
Al
got naked
Cervix-
lady tees.
Oh, that's so good. Can I have a look?
Yeah, well, I'll bring
Go
them
get
in.
one for me.
Actually,
Got a picture?
I've got pictures everywhere. So I've got. I've been buying everything off it. You know what I did? I brought all my Christmas stuff, of course.
Yeah.
From tablecloths to
Yes.
lights to.
Is your Christmas tree still up?
Still
or have
up.
you met-
Still up. I had it on last night. I had it on last night. Again.
What, the light? You're still firing the lights up?
Still finding the lights. And
On your Christmas
and I
tree.
got me Merry Christmas. I got me Merry Christmas light up, and I've got the flashing little clover. So I love that sort of stuff. Now
You got some civil
I got a
selfishness?
civil selfishness.
God,
Refers to you.
it's become what?
Refers to you.
Why? I'm the least selfish person I know.
Except when it comes to your kids.
Oh, don't.
Now, this is where it goes to new levels with you,
Oh.
because I've never brought this up and I've never had to, but today is the day. I don't mind I don't mind sitting in traffic for 2.5 hours because I choose to live in Geelong.
Yeah, that's right.
That's my choice.
That's right.
It's also my choice when we podcast. Well, I thought it was. but clearly it's not.
You mean when we record it?
Yeah, when we record it.
Yeah.
So normally we try and go live, but more often than not, it is recorded. So we try and record, Dan, to be fair,
At reasonable hours.
11 o'clock Mondays, 11 o'clock Wednesdays,
Yeah,
11
2
o'clock
sometimes,
Thursdays, 2 o'clock here, 2
reasonable
o'clock
hours.
there. All right. I've realised recently we've had a
Come on.
couple of 3 o'clockers where we're trying to get in, and we've had a couple of 9 o'clockers to try and get in.
That's right.
All right, which is okay.
Happens occasionally.
They don't seem to work for one Mark Allen because one Mark Allen has to drop his kids off to school
I see what we're going
or
here.
pick his kids up from school. Now, I'll tell you this.
We live a long way from the station.
They live so close to the station. Not only that, his daughter goes to school within how close to home, Mark?
6-minute drive.
6-minute drive,
So that'd be like a 20-minute walk.
20-minute walk at tops. At tops.
Maybe a bit
All
longer.
right? Or an 8-minute bike ride.
Very heavy bag.
All right. From there, from his house to the station, let's say it's a 5-minute walk. Let's say it's a 5-minute walk. For Kelly to jump on the train at the train station, go to his thing, get off, easy. But
The kid's got 2 bags.
But no, Mark has. So I'm going to say this to you, Mark. Your kids are selfish. And I'm going to give this to all other parents out there. If your kids live within 2 kilometres or under a 10-minute walk from the train station or school,
Fair enough.
they must be walking.
That's fair enough.
They must be walking because at the moment, your kids are costing me an hour and a half each way.
Just on that, I welcome the feedback.
I know you love your kids, mate. And I know,
I welcome it. I welcome
but
it.
the soles of their shoes aren't worn in. I'll give you the tip.
I welcome it. But on the back of that
Yes.
feedback, I have got a business idea for you because one of the reasons
Okay.
I do this
I like this.
is because the bag is so bloody heavy.
Yeah.
They are heavy bags.
Huge.
And he's doing rowing and the bag is just, I just feel sorry for the kid.
Does he have his own paddle?
No, they
supply
They
paddles.
supply paddles.
Okay,
Yeah, I
cool.
think they're called oars.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Anyway, when we go to the airport
Yeah.
and we've got a bag that has wheels on it and the little thing comes
Oh, I
up,
love that.
why haven't
Who's
we
it-
got, for
what-
girls in particular, why don't we have the school bag that has the wheels and the little handle that comes up like a school, like you do on the when you go to the airport?
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because it's not COOL.
They'd get bashed?
Oh, of course they get bashed.
Well, look, the first kid through the walls is the one that's going to get bloody, right? All right. That first kid who turns up, that first kid's going to get
He's going to take a
hell
hit.
bashed out of him.
Yeah.
All right?
But from then on,
But after that,
life get.
I think it's going to work.
I think it will work.
So
too.
we might have to sacrifice a few kids along the way.
We've got a mate. We've got a mate who owns a bag company.
Yeah.
I think Sonny Roth from Antler Luggage. Surely Antler Luggage can come up with a school bag version.
That's right.
I was actually business idea on the back of that.
Yeah.
What about one of my favourite movies is Back to the Future.
Yeah.
One of my favourite parts in Back to the Future was the hovercraft.
Oh, I
or the
love
hoverboard.
The hoverboard is
Imagine we had a
just king.
hover bag.
hover bag!
Imagine you could put it on your back so you didn't lose control of it, but it just hovered.
Yeah.
It just hovered, so you took all the weight off the
You'd
off
walk
the,
along
off the
like you're
shoulders.
on the moon.
Of course you would. It'd be like that.
You're walking on the moon.
Now I'll tell
How good
you,
would that be?
there'd be no bashing there.
No way.
You would walk in there and you would almost put the gold chain on with the big S on it.
The bully would be coming at you. You just jump over him.
Yeah.
You'd have so much hover in your bag.
So back to your kids.
Hover bag's a good idea.
Oh, you can't be any more on my kids.
No, back to your kids.
Jeez.
From now on, they've got to start putting in some leg work and start walking to and from the train station occasionally. And during summer, it's a good time.
Yeah.
Winter, I'll cut you some slack.
Hang on.
But when we record the podcast, can we do it at a reasonable hour, like 11 o'clock?
Can I suggest something? Because I do appreciate your long trips from Geelong into town.
Thank you. I don't. It's not long. It's the same distance every time. All right, it doesn't change. It is just what is
okay.
it is what in between us when
Well,
we drive.
Just to even things up, and this is the proof that my selfishness levels are low.
Oh yeah, no, I know
Are
that.
very low.
No, I'm talking about your
When
kids, not
Dan
you.
has to go down to Geelong and
Yes.
you happen to be in Geelong at the same time, I'm happy to take one for the team
We
and
can
get
do a
down
regional.
there. Yeah, I'm sure I can find something to do down there.
I
while
love
wait.
Geelong. I love Geelong. It's a great
What
place.
do you mean you can find something to do?
There's heaps to do.
Well, honestly, you think there's nothing in Geelong to do? You're treating it as though you're going to a footy ground.
I go and, find a nice toasted sandwich somewhere.
Oh, best
got some
toasted
good ones
sandwich.
down there, haven't they?
Unbelievable.
Go on the Ferris wheel down at the waterfront.
Yeah.
You know where we do love going? The Cryo Roadhouse.
Oh, that's on the way home.
You can still come in and do a Yui and get it, and
And
it's
hook
worth
in.
doing.
Is
It is worth doing.
What's the specialty?
Sandwiches.
Is it?
Toasted sangers. Yeah.
It's a pretty legendary place.
Oh, it used to be, it's Rockstar. So trucks and, if you're
Right.
a truckie, right, and you're on the road all the time, you know your good places to stop.
Yeah.
The Cryo Roadhouse is like institutionalised.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you are a truckie and you have got a rip-roaring joint to stop that we don't know about, just get in touch with our socials. Or, Dan, how do they leave a voice message? Because I love the voice messages.
Go to the website, coupleofblokes.com, and there's a little button that says record here. Do it on your mobile phone. It's easy. It takes 2 seconds.
I was doing a trip from LA to Vegas on the road, and
Another one.
And my mate Kevy.
How many trips are you doing a year these days?
My mate Kevy said, stop in at the Chicken Ranch, cracking joint.
Chicken Ranch.
Yeah, you'll have unbelievable food. The Chicken Ranch was not a takeaway food place.
What was it?
It was a brothel. It was a brothel. I didn't realise it until I walked through the front door. I was going in there to get a toasty, and it was actually a brothel.
Bloody Kevin wants to have a long hard look at himself.
Oh, you've just reminded me, talking about brothels.
Here we go.
You've just reminded me about something.
What happened?
Well,
Got robbed?
At the end of my street, the people who, we've got some commission homes.
Yeah.
Well, not commission homes. It's public housing that's just been built.
Yeah.
Well, one of them does have a red light on the front porch.
No, but that's not fair.
Well, I don't know.
That's not for sexual
Well,
activity.
I think I'm not sure, but it is red.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Keeps away the mozzies, apparently.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
there are some interesting people going in and out of that house.
Yeah.
It's fair to say.
Yep.
I think you're reading too much into that.
There's some interesting.
No, he's not.
There's some interesting types.
Yes.
Okay. So the other day, I come into my street, and you know how it's a hill.
it's
It's
a
a hill. I've come into the street, ready to get home. I've done everything I had to do,
Yep.
and there is a car towing a very big trailer, and the trailer is hooked up to a bomb, and he's pulling it up the street.
Oh, no.
And the car on the very end, the wheels aren't straight.
Oh, no, so it's dragging it.
He's drifted out to the right and
Oh,
he's
no.
going up.
Oh, no.
So I start turning the horn. Mate, what are you doing? Right. I've recognised him. Right. He's come from the corner. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I've stopped. I said, mate, this isn't a job for one man. He goes, well, I just have to get the car up here, put it in park, then I'll go around and I'll put the trailer up because I've got to get the car on the back of the trailer.
Please tell me you helped him.
Of course I helped him.
Because you're a man of tool. You're a man with,
Mate, I'm with
good
Oakley
foot.
Tech. I know my stuff.
Of course you do.
Bloody hell.
Of course you do.
So in the end, I'm in this beat up old car with spiders and God knows what all over the place. He's got these, the ramps up onto the trailer that are thinner than the wheels.
So the wheels are hanging over the edge. So you've got to get it perfect. Otherwise you're going to...
This bloke, who looks like he's just come from the Hangover movie.
Yep.
Yeah, right. He's got the glasses.
Missing a tooth.
He's shirtless.
Tattoo on his face.
He's barefooted, for fucking sake. Right? And he's directing me. I'm in this thing. It's got no power. Because it's a hill, I'm rolling down.
And you got it on?
I got it on.
Oh, yeah.
Got it up.
That's just like making a good putt.
Got it done.
Well done.
But my God, what a shock.
Is
you
it-
walk into your own street and there is... That's happening.
When you come into your street, are they playing 70s music?
Now, you were talking earlier, Ox, about how this decision of yours with
Single rooms. Yep.
is a sign you're getting older.
Oh, yeah.
We've had some feedback that is indicating you may indeed be getting old.
here we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's going to be something wise?
Is that in feedback or are we doing it now?
No, we'll do it after. We'll do it in a couple of seconds. We'll go and get a cup of coffee and a glass of water, and we'll come back and do it in a sec. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. I'm looking at your face, though.
I know
Is
what
this
it
a
is.
setup?
too.
Is this a setup?
No, I know what it is.
All
It's
right,
good.
we'll come
It's
back
good.
after this.
It's good.
This is the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marko, and as always, thanks to our great mates at E&S Trading. Make sure to subscribe and you'll never miss an episode. it'd be great if you could rate and review us wherever you get your pods.
What are you looking at? You're looking at something.
No, you know, you were talking about Caddyshack before.
Yeah.
You're talking about the
One of the greatest ever movies.
Oh,
Please, don't go there.
Don't you
hang
dare.
on. What are you talking
It's
about?
not one of the greatest movies.
Oh, I thought
Think
you'd
about
love Caddyshack.
No.
Why not?
Well, there's a couple of funny bits, like a couple of little funny bits.
What? Which one?
Well, Roger Dangerfield.
No. Say it again, please.
Roger.
It's Rodney Dangerfield, one of the greatest ever comics in the history of the world.
He's actually funny. But Bill Murray is about as funny as shit in a spacesuit in that movie.
What?
Mate, he's a groundkeeper. Just kill it.
What about Mrs. Green? I'm looking at you. You wore green so you could hide.
But that's stupid.
What about all that stuff?
No.
I'm genuinely surprised that you don't
Good
like
Polly
Caddyshack.
Waffle scene.
It's a great scene.
Or
Great scene.
Chiquito, whatever it was. Yeah, that's good. But other than that, it is very, seriously.
I'll tell you what I will give you. I will give you Caddyshack 2. That awful.
I walked out. That was the first movie I've ever walked out in the middle of.
I didn't even know there was a Caddyshack 2.
It's so bad. They should just destroy whatever is left.
I tell you what, another sequel that's terrible. Dumb and Dumber, brilliant. Dumb and Dumberer, awful.
Teen
Was
Wolf, and same as Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf 2 was no good.
Teen Wolf 2, so Teen Wolf was about basketball.
Yeah.
Teen Wolf 2, exactly the same movie, but they took out the basketball court and put it in a boxing ring.
Oh, it's just stupid.
That's all it was. He became a boxer.
That's just ridiculous.
Stupid.
Hey, Rodney Dangerfield, best ever joke? Yeah, can you do jokes in Rodney Dangerfield style?
No,
Okay. My wife, she likes to talk to me during sex. Last week, she called me from Chicago.
he's actually good. But,
mate, he's a
I
star.
reckon I missed the movie. I reckon it was just, there were boobs in the movie. I remember that.
If you love your social media, by the way, there's Rodney Dangerfield sites. You know, there's just, you just get old jokes. Rodney telling jokes.
And the other one who's
so good.
There's another on socials is Leslie Nielsen.
Oh, really?
From Lizzie. Oh, he's so funny.
So good.
funny.
Don't call me Shirley.
He says one about your dog's got a smile on its face, and the lady goes, "That's not its dog, that's its bum." And he goes, "Well, it's not going to enjoy the treat I just gave it."
Leslie Nielsen is so good. So good. Anyway, the reason I brought a Caddyshack again was because late last year, December 30, in fact, Lacey Underall passed away.
That's right.
69 years old, passed away natural causes.
Imagine Lacey Underall dying at the age of 69.
Which one's
you
Lacey?
couldn't get anything more poetic.
Caddyshack.
The young
which one?
lady.
Oh,
Her parents sent us here. My daddy sent me here for the summer. All that
she's
stuff.
69.
Yeah,
Well, she was.
Well, she was. Yeah, and she was with Chevy Chase, and there was a picture of them about 2 months earlier before she died. She looked great.
Yeah.
Good as gold.
And what about who else died just recently?
Who else?
Apollo Creed.
Yes, I heard that on the radio
Apollo
recently.
Creed.
I didn't even know.
The master
What?
of disaster, the king of sting,
Well,
the one and only Apollo Creed.
Without Apollo, there's no Rocky.
Oh, I realise who Apollo is. I just didn't know he died.
Without Apollo, there's no Predator.
Carl Weathers.
Without
was his
Apollo,
name.
there's no Happy Gilmore.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, very sad.
On you. Rest in peace, Carl.
Right, now we've...
He was a great man. He was a great entertainer.
Lost his hand late in life.
He was going to be the Black Arnold Palmer.
Oh, we got some feedback?
Well, no, this is not so much feedback. This is a message from somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, is this back on what you were talking about me before?
This is about you being old. Well, not feeling like you're old, right?
Yeah.
So I've got a message from Brooksy. Brooksy's
I
written in.
like Brooksy.
Yeah, Brooksy's written in.
He'll look after me.
Hey guys, fantastic pod.
Thanks.
On a recent show, the Ox referred to Al Bundy from Married with Children. We were talking about what that show's like.
Al Bundy's one of my favourite of all time.
It was a great
characters.
show.
Well,
Great
this is
show.
the point, and this, in fact, you might remember like 3 minutes ago, you called Rodney Dangerfield Roger Dangerfield.
Well, yes.
Very
Slip of the
similar.
tongue.
Brooksy said Ox called Al Bundy Ted Bundy.
No way. No way.
Al was many
No.
things, according to Brooksy, but he wasn't a serial killer.
No. Now, you
losing-
know, Marko,
you're
how much I'm
losing
into
him.
my serial murderers.
Yeah, I know.
I know the Ted Bundy story better than anyone. All right? You wouldn't know what type of car he drove, but anyway, that's another story.
What was it?
It was a Volkswagen
Thank you.
Beetle. So,
No wonder he
there is
went
no way
mad.
that I would get Ted and Al mixed
Well,
up. They're
Brooksy's
two-
not making it up.
Of course he's making it. He just went and heard right.
No, mate, Daryl said, Daryl, can you play it, please, Dezza? Play
There is no way.
He'll have it in about a minute. He'll get that ready.
I don't
1
think,
minute.
You're basically saying you didn't make a little casual slipping conversation.
It wouldn't have been a slip. It would have been either deliberate or it wasn't done at all.
Can you blow the protest siren, please? Look, sometimes when you come in, you've had a big night the night before. Some just every once in a
It's
while.
only when I get in here at 9 I've sat in traffic for 4 hours because
Every
you're too
once in a while.
selfish to do it later on the day.
And I put to you that Dan and I have just a little giggle at some of the little slips that we let go by. And this wouldn't surprise me one little
How can you get
bit.
Al Bundy, who is a great comedian, TV man, with one of the worst serial killers of all time in Ted Bundy?
I think it might have been. You know what it might have been, Marko? It could have been that show. Remember that show a couple of weeks ago that Ox came in hungover?
Yeah.
I wonder if it was that show.
I bet it was.
I'm not sure, but it could have been.
I've only been hungover once.
Guarantee.
Yeah, you have been. Daz has just given us a wink. We've got the tape ready. Let's have a listen.
Leave your money on the fridge. All that stuff.
Married with Children is just awful.
Are
isn't
you
it?
joking?
No, I'm not.
Oh, Ted Bundy's character in that was amazing.
Not once. You said it twice.
Oh, God. That is a shocker.
Mate, but look, to be fair, it was like a slab and, how many... It was one of those tapings that you were recovering from.
If you were married to Peggy too, you'd want to be 10 days.
Oh, my God.
She was great.
I love Peg.
Peggy was one of the greatest characters
Make
in
sure I've got a
TV.
name. Is her name Peg? I don't want to get it wrong.
Peg Bundy.
It is Peg Bundy.
Peggy.
So it was Peg Bundy, Al Bundy, and we got was it Bud?
Bud Bundy.
And what was Christine Applegate's character called?
Oh, she was so good.
Lovely.
She lit up the screen.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness, she was good.
Yep.
Christina Applegate.
God, she's gone through some tough times lately.
I
Yeah,
saw
I think she's back on top.
No, she's not well.
Really?
She's not well. No.
Oh, well, thoughts with you.
Like a really lovely human.
Yep.
Superstar.
Hey, why don't we stick on feedback while we're talking?
Yeah, let's
feedback? Righto. Feedback here. Simon has written in, Ox, your holiday sounded like an episode of Naked and Afraid. Early tap out.
It wasn't good. I still have got my sea legs. I'm still. That's a funny thing when you get off a boat, right? You're still rocky. 3 days later,
Really?
3 days later, I went to the toilet and I was sitting on the toilet and I kind of fell across and I hit the side wall.
You kidding
Like
me?
I was just still woozy, and after 3 days,
It is amazing, I had a friend, his name's Neil McPherson, McPherson Real Estate.
Macca.
You know Macca.
Yeah, good
champion. Bad golfer, great bloke.
shit golfer.
Yeah. Anyway, he took us for a bit of a spin in the bay, but he said, do you want to go out through the heads?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, no worries. It was a beautiful day. It was hardly a breath. It went from being, we were on a pond in Port Phillip Bay
To swell.
to a 30-foot swell as you go in, and then all of a sudden you can go, holy mo! Now I know what this is all about.
Yeah.
Because it went from a bathtub
Yep.
to a movie in 100 metres. It was incredible.
The sea was angry that day,
Yes.
my friend.
I remember getting off a boat from Brampton Island to Mackay. I got off Mackay Harbour, got picked up by my father-in-law.
Yeah.
We're driving along the road from Mackay Harbour into town.
Yeah.
We got like maybe, I don't know, half a kilometre down the road, and I said, Ken,
Crook.
you got to stop. He said, what? I said, stop the car. Stop there. And he's pulled up, opened the door, and I've absolutely vomited out the door.
Yeah. Some people are good
Yeah.
on the ocean, some people aren't.
I am not good. Now, I remember our mate Doug's from Port Douglas.
Yeah. How is he? Is he still with us?
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he went through the cyclone.
He's
the
had
first
about 18
cyclone,
cyclones, 4,000 metres of water he's had.
Is this the bloke who put his boat in the river
Yes.
with all the other boats?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember Darksy.
Doug's has said, hey, Ox, who would have thought far north Queensland will be a little bit windy on the water in cyclone season?
Yeah. I just didn't pick it. Just got it wrong by that much.
Yeah. We've been talking.
No wonder I got a special. No wonder I only had to pay 30%. Come on up here, sucker.
Maybe we're talking, we're actually on 2 or 3 pods about KFC, Macca's. We've been leading to it probably too much more than we should, to be honest.
Yeah.
Alan's written in and said, hey, guys, I reckon you should support the small business guys for fast food.
That's why we did Cryo Village.
There you go.
The Cryo Roadhouse. We just give that a pump up. If you want us to pump up your little eatery or takeaway, let us know.
But the voicemail. Go to coupleblokes.com, push the little button, leave a voicemail, we'll put you on.
My favourite used to be in Beechworth, before the Beechworth Bakery. Where the Beechworth Bakery is now, there used to be a little fish and chip shop there called Gorkam's.
Are you kidding
They used
me?
to be our go-to. Gorkham shut down, the Beechworth Bakery took over, and now look at that. Monolith.
Hey, Mark.
Well, hang on. Monolith.
Well, it's a monolith. It was a monolith, but now they've got other...
Behemoth.
No, monolith.
Monolith.
Biggest standing. We know.
Oh,
What a
yeah,
monolith
the
is.
big pointy things.
No, monolith is a freestanding structure.
Oh.
I think.
I thought monolith just meant something big.
Well, the
Hang
biggest
on.
monolith is rock. Is
Hang
rock's a
on.
monolith.
I'll find out.
All right.
Hey, Siri, what is a monolith?
If it mentions my BMX.
Stone block made of one single piece.
Bang.
There we go. Go.
Now, very funny that you should check that there. Ox, can you check this next bit of feedback here from Melbourne Mark? I want you to read this feedback out
It's
here.
not me. Who is it?
All right.
Who's
Melbourne Mark 45.
Right.
Hey, Marko. Stop saying, "Hey Siri." My CarPlay thinks it's me. Stop the podcast waiting for instructions. How when Ox says it, it ignores him.
Well, see, it is voice. When you get your phone and you hook it up to your voice, you got to say, "Hey Siri, this. Hey Siri, that. Hey Siri, what's the time? Hey Siri." It actually knows your voice. So Melbourne Mark and I must have a similar voice.
No, what it is.
Hey Siri, turn left.
Don't do that.
No. What it is, you've got better control over women than I do. So I need something like "Hey Bob," or "Hey Jack," or "Hey Julian." Why is there a boy?
Hey, Jules.
Why is there a boy name?
I don't know.
Well, Siri could be unisex, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey Tristan.
Hey him, them, her.
Yes.
We got pronouns. Have we got a pronoun for our car voice?
I don't know. We've got an email here from Phil who's written in
Flipper.
Ox and Marko, surely you get a PK Ripper as your trophy bike, Ox. Remember the trophy thing you want to put on the wall?
I love PK Rippers.
They were the best and the most prestigious bike when we were kids in the 80s with blue tufts and red snake belly tyres. Remember those tyres?
Yeah.
That was
Amazing.
So good.
Yeah, I've got a few mates who have got a trophy BMX, just like you say. You know, kids who were brought up on the wrong side of the tracks and had to get a bumblebee, you know, the type. They now, those successful ones, once they've gone through they've actually got themselves a trophy bike. I've got a mate. His name is Jeff, and he's got a mongoose.
We went into your mate down at the car auctions.
That's right. Steve Curtin.
Steve Curtin's got 2 up on his wall.
That's right.
BMXs.
You know what else you had as a trophy? And you had a trophy pinball machine in your house. You had a couple.
I do.
That's if I'm getting a trophy anything from the
Pinball
80s.
machine.
It would be remember the Playboy one?
Yeah,
the Playboy one. I know there were better ones afterwards, like the Addams Family and all that kind of stuff. But the first one that I fell in love with as a kid was the Playboy one.
Well, you saw girls in there. I think with everything going on with Playboy, I reckon it's lost its luster a little bit. But if I could have one now, it'd be the Addams Family.
The Addams Family would be the one.
I get a tabletop, those tabletops.
I've had them as well. They're not. You kind of.
What?
Kind of what?
You kind of don't fall in love with them because the games are a bit outdated, but the pinball doesn't.
We have got.
I know Galaga and all that.
But how can you fall out of love with Galaga?
Only because when you look at the games now, and some of the games now are unbelievable.
They look like Pong, don't they? I mean, Space Invaders is one step up on Pong these days compared to what my kids play.
First of all, you criticise Caddyshack. Now you criticise Galaga.
No. I love Galaga. I've had 3 or 4 Galaga machines. I've had stand-up table machines. I've had the flat ones. I love them.
Yeah.
But when you have them, you don't really play them because you're playing once or twice when you piss with your mates and that's it.
Can I ask you both? You sound like Galaga experts to me. I was never any good at challenging stage. I was a complete hack at it. Like I'd get 30.
Well, you got to move over to the left for the first lot.
But I had it in the memory. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was like every time I pushed the thing, it would shoot every second push. Do you have to get into a good rhythm when you're pushing the fire button?
Of course you do.
I might have been going too quick or something.
You would have been, Mark. It's all about timing.
Yeah. It's a great fun game.
You know what happens when you go too quick?
Yeah.
It ends in disaster.
That's exactly right.
Last bit of feedback today, and this is actually a question for you guys. It's a can we still be friends question.
Of course we can.
From Davo from Launceston.
Yeah.
Davo, hey boys, love the pod. Want to know, can I be friends with my best mate who I have just found out is watching maths every night with his wife, and they do have a second living area with another TV that he could use?
That is a very interesting question because
if he's got a relationship with somebody on the show, absolutely.
He doesn't say.
As in one of his mates?
Yeah.
No problem.
Doesn't say.
Other than that, you're on really, really dicey ground.
I'll tell you what, if this friend of yours starts telling you about what's happening in the episodes in general chit-chat,
Yeah.
I think it's time to finish up.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't- I
you
wouldn't
guys
cop
aren't
that.
watching maps, obviously.
I wouldn't
No,
cop that.
I don't watch it. Are you watch maps?
No.
I've never watched maps.
I watched 5 minutes of it the other day when it came on with Trish because she's into it, and my daughter Olivia, they're into it. And it's impossible to watch.
Well,
it's an impossibility to watch.
Last night I was flicking and I put on Australian Idol.
Right. Any good?
Not bad. I saw a couple of singers. One was crap. The other one was really
Yeah.
good. That was okay, but I'm not going to lock in. I'm not going to lock in because they choose 30. I'm not going to look at every 30.
You know, Australian Idol, I love it. You know, when you
Sebastian.
find a super nobody and you look at them and go, you can't sing.
Oh.
There's no way you're going to blow
the voice
my
of an angel.
There's no way. And they get up and they just go. It's actually, you find yourself just in awe with your mouth open watching the telly.
But what about the ones that actually go and try out? That are shocking.
Yes.
Have they got no self-awareness or have they got no friends?
Yeah.
Because if I was a friend of one of those people and he said to me, I'm going on Australian Idol, I said, no, you're not, mate.
Yeah.
Because you're going to make a dick of yourself.
Who was you loved her? The boy, someone Boyle?
Oh, Suzanne Boyle.
Suzanne Boyle. Susan Boyle, when
Well, yeah.
her YouTube clip of what she did,
Oh, yeah.
and they show the two blokes interviewing her at the start, and they're kind of looking around going, hey, there's no way.
Oh,
this is
she's
gonna
amazing.
work.
She's so good.
When
She won
she
it.
got up and barreled and just went crazy,
She won it.
that
She
was
won the
one
whole
of
lot.
that was one of the highest ever YouTube clips ever in the history of YouTube.
Actually, can we play
It
a
was
little bit
so
of that?
big.
Can we just have
Yeah,
a
please.
have a listen?
The dream in time gone by.
Didn't expect that, did you? Did you? No.
I dream of love but never die.
Now, if that doesn't get the hair on the back of your neck standing up, I don't know what else
I've
will.
got a tear in my eye.
I'm not the biggest fan of him, though.
Who?
Simon Cowell.
Why?
No, he's a bit of a strange
You
cat.
got to have. As far as bad judges go, he's the greatest bad judge since Red Simons on Hey Hey It's Saturday. Easy.
That's every comparison. Red Simon, Simon Cowell. Simon
Cowell,
Cowell's worth $1 billion, and Red Simon's
He was a
not
bass
so-
player on Skyhooks.
So, hang on, just to wrap up on Davo from Nonsense's question, short answer, can he be friends with his mate?
Yes, keep it to yourself, and the friendship can go
Yeah.
on. If you don't keep it to yourself, expect it to finish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't talk to him, mate. If he's bringing that up in chit chat, that's
Yeah,
it.
bye-bye.
Over.
All right, time to crack a joke, spin the wheel.
Let's go.
You're not going to believe it.
What is it?
You're not going to believe it.
What?
Godfather joke.
Because you're wearing the Godfather. Come on. There must be a beauty.
All right, go on.
Righto.
All right, Godfather joke. Mark, I'm not sure if you know this, but I met the Godfather of the Scottish Mafia earlier.
Did you really?
He made me an offer I couldn't understand.
That is the best one I've had for a long time.
See you boys next week.
Will do.
And thanks for listening to the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marko. And if you get a chance to share it with a friend, that'd be fantastic. Massive thanks to the team at the E&S Trading Clearance Centre in Clayton on Dandenong Road. And if you're not in Melbourne, you can check them out online. Some massive savings. Couple of Blokes executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media, and sound design from Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com. We'll see you next time.
All right, couple more jokes.
Yeah, go,
All
go.
right.
Just for us.
What kind of coffee does the Godfather drink in the morning?
I don't know.
An Al Pacino.
Yeah. Nice. Very good. You got one more?
What do you call sending an owl to Harry Potter's Godfather?
Sending an owl.
Sending an owl.
I don't know.
Blackmail.
What? Hang on.
Blackmail. What do you call sending
hang
an
on,
owl
hang
to
on.
Harry Potter's Godfather?
Sending an owl to Harry Potter. I don't get it.
Blackmail. What's
I don't
blackmail
get
got
it.
to do with
I don't
anything?
Well,
get it.
blackmail is so the Godfather. You would blackmail somebody.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
So did you say an owl?
An owl. OWL.
Okay, so here's what's happened here.
What do you
You've
call
given us a great joke, then you've given us another really good one, and you followed it up with an absolute shocker.
God,
Well, I'm only reading them
You've had
out.
a mare.
mate, I'm glad no one's hearing this shit.
Jesus.
All right. What do you call a swordfish that acts out scenes from the Godfather?